What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about graded packs and it is quite interesting topic to talk about. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section. Are you guys going to buy graded packs? Are you going to grade your packs? So let's get into it. So when I say graded packs, I do mean PSA graded packs, and PSA has been grading packs for a very, very long time. And you can see that there is a difference between the old packaging and the new packaging. From this Maxmoevo screenshot that I've took, you guys can take a look how the old packaging is actually very ugly and it's very not appealing. A lot of the Japanese as well as the English cards, their top and bottom gets folded and clamped into this slab. And the slab was never really made for packs, but rather like these waxed card and something like that. So that's why it looks really, really horrible. And not to mention that at the back, we can see that there is an indent and it is not a flat slab. And, I have one of these with my Legendary Collection pack. Back then, the only reason I bought it is because I want to crack it and open the pack. And, how does it feel? It does feel very cheap in the hand or like in your hand. And it almost felt like one of those sushi plates that, you can put sushi on. That kind of feels to the slab. The PSA has updated its slab into a much better version. So this one is the flat version of the slab. And it is essentially a larger version of the PSA card slab with more plastic and bigger and thicker plastic. And yeah, so now if you're displaying it, you can actually see the pack in its entirety. And, this is something that I, put up. It just looks really good as a display because chances are you're never really going to see pack art unless you have the booster box. And sometimes some booster box can be very expensive, like Shining Legends. You're not really ever going to buy a Shining Legend booster box anymore. So you might just go and buy a pack. And I think that, in the long run, that is going to be quite interesting. So later on in the conclusion, I will talk more about that part. Now, as for the sales of packs, sales for packs puzzles me because the price are everywhere. I mean, we can see that the 25th anniversary promo, which was released in 2021, sold for $154. Whereas Wild Blaze, which is XY Flashfire, sold for $135. In your head, you're going to be asking, why? Why is it selling for such a cheap price? Well, here's the thing. There's not enough pack collector, and the pack collectors are simply not monitoring the auction market. So you can see that, you might actually be able to get some good deals from auctions, especially with booster packs. Whereas the 25th anniversary promo pack was sold as a buy it now. And chances are, if you list it long enough and people want it enough, they'll just buy it at that $150 price range. And this is very similar to many other English packs that we're going to look at later on. But other Japanese packs such as your 151, your Tag Team All-Stars, your XY Fates Collide or Awakening of the Psychic King, you can see that, they're all selling at more recently. So basically, these are much recent sale, and we're seeing people buying a lot of these booster packs, especially through auction. Now, here's the interesting thing. If you're not selling through auction, people are willing to pay premium. For example, take a look at 151. A booster box of 151 right now costs around $150. And even back then, it cost $250. Now, there are 20 packs in each booster box of 151. So you end up dividing it and you end up being like $10 a pack. $10 a pack. And you send it to PSA. PSA grade them for around $30. Sometimes that they have some additional cost for slabbing it. So expect it to be around $32, $35. 10 plus 30, 40. So basically the cost of grading a 151 booster packs would be $40. And you can actually flip it and sell it for $93 on eBay. And that's quite, that's quite a large amount. And I think that's pretty interesting because what we're going to see is people are not willing to cough up and buy an entire booster box because they simply think that, hey, if I want cards, I might as well just buy the single. Why would I spend money on a booster box? But they do like the pack art. They do like the idea. And I think that this is what is happening. People are not willing to pay the $250 for a booster box, but they really don't mind paying $93 for a booster pack, and it's graded, and it's PSA 10. And I think that we're going to see more and more of these collectors in the years coming, because I think that collecting booster boxes takes up a lot of space. Whereas, hey, if I only hold one piece of history, one piece of pack, that might be something. And if we look at the English side of things, it's also very similar. I mean, we're seeing Hidden Fates booster packs selling for over $100 through Buy It Now and around $70-ish through auctions. And yes, we're not really making much money if we're selling it through auctions, but if we list it at Buy It Now, we are seeing quite a decent return. And it also really depends on the pack art. Some pack art, like the Umbreon pack art from Evolving Skies, is going to fetch a much higher price than the other pack art, like the building Pokemon. I forgot the name. But yeah, that's what I think. So in conclusion, this is what I believe. I do believe that, graded packs are going to become more and more common in the future because packs are expensive. And booster boxes are expensive. And as booster boxes become more and more expensive, especially with the more expensive set, sometimes if you have loose pack around, you might as well just send it into grade. Because, I mean, I feel more confident buying a graded pack than a loose pack. Because a loose pack, it can come damaged, it can come, unless you're opening it, right? I mean, if you're really just kind of wanting to store a pack art, you might as well buy a graded pack. And I think that as more and more packs appreciate to a higher and higher price, we are going to see a lot more people buying modern packs, because trading of these vintage PSA graded pack has always been the case. There has been a small group of vintage buyers that have been buying and selling flaps. But I think that with the mass, with a lot more modern player, I think that, they will be going into buying some of these slabs, especially for sets such as Team Up, Cosmic Eclipse, Unbroken Bonds. Some of them have really, really good artwork, but it's just expensive to buy an entire booster box. So I think that, this might be something interesting. And for people selling it, you might want to list it at a Buy It Now price rather than in auctions, because there's simply not enough people in this community that are monitoring the auction market. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about graded packs. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. This is Collect Pokemon. Bye bye.